Alright, Outlaw Radio Live fans, we are live on the air with none other than Rah Rah from Tupac Amaru Shakur's Me Against the World album. How are you doing tonight, Rah?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm blessed, all praises to Allah, the high power. I'm here. I'm still here. And let's get it. Let's start this interview.
So I have to ask, what made you decide to get into music?
Oh, music, man. Honestly, music is just all around me. It's a passion. I was born with it. And honestly, the way I met Tupac, it was like a blessing. It was like love, family thing. So, it just went from there.
So the name Rah Rah, how did you get that name?
Oh, man, honestly, my sister who passed away years ago told my mom, if it's a boy name, his nickname Rah Rah. My real name is Pharaoh. My real name is Pharaoh, but my nickname is just a nickname. But Rah Rah means sun god, the meaning of it. And my sister was Indiro. She's not here right now on this earth. But that's the name Rah Rah, where that came from. And I stood by that. That's what everyone know me by. The whole world, Harlem, New York, East Side, West Side, Bronx, Cali, And that's my name. That's my signature.
My condolences to your sister, brother. I'm really sorry about that.
Thank you, King. Thank you.
So how did you end up meeting Tupac?
Well, honestly, he was in my neighborhood in New York, Harlem. He's a Harlem native also, so he was in my neighborhood. I'm from Harlem, the East Side, and he was there. He popped up. This is the time of after Juice and everything above the rim, and he was around. This when From the Cradle to the Grave, Thug Life album was already out. I was 11, and he was in Harlem on 126 in Lexington, where I'm from, East Side of Harlem, New York. And I was 11, and everybody was like, Tupac Shakur, you out there. And me, I was like starstruck, but not too starstruck. I was a fan of him, knowing where he come from, feeling him, the energy, and I went to him, what's up, Tupac? And from there on, it's like he stopped me. He told me, hold on, shorty, I'm about to stop signing autographs, and it went from there. Genuine brother. Pac was a genuine brother.
That's crazy, It went from signing autographs to being on the record, man. That's an inspiring story, man. Tupac's one of my idols, man. So just being able to just hear stories like that and because a lot of people, they judge Pac in certain ways. They think some people say he's good, others, judge him. And hearing stories like that just shows his true colors, that he really was such a genuine, inspirational individual.
Listen, I'm be honest with you. I was 11 years old. Pac was very, very spiritual in a positive way. Great inspiration, great influence. Not just on me, people in my neighborhood. He used to hang there, where he was staying at. He was actually staying in a building, and honestly, he's married. Well, he was formerly married to my cousin, Keisha Moore Shakur, which is his wife still also. She still has the name Keisha Moore Shakur. And I didn't know that at the time until, we started going to the studio and things of that nature, and I grew up older. But Pac was genuine. He was all about his people. He didn't care, and he never judged no one. He never judged or act like he was better than anyone. Honestly, I was 11, and I got to see this. I'm talking about he gave people that was doing bad in the streets, he didn't care if he was a bum, whatever, he'll feed you, give you money, whatever. And it was from the heart. It wasn't just to say, yo, I did that, or, whatever. It was just the person he was. He really was a genuine, humble, positive, great influence on everyone.
So as we all know, you were on track 15 on Me Against the World called Outlaw. What was it like doing that song? And when people see you, they still recognize you from that particular song?
A lot of people do also, yes. Like, Jim Jones is a great friend of mine from Harlem. I'm in a few of his videos, his new videos for him signing Rock Nation. The new one's out now, and people will see me on that. And it was an honor. His energy, the Outlaw's energy, which was called Drama City back then. I loved them. Yaki, God bless, him, Gaddafi, Mutar, Edie, it was a blessing, and the energy was so strong and positive, and that was the best thing happening in life, was to get to be on a track and be a part of a person and his label that just, you know, gravitated to me, and that was the best thing in life, man, and the energy in it was crazy. We did it in Quad Studio, you know, where he had got shot up at. It was a thing called Runway 69 next to it back then. Easy Mo Easy Mo B, excuse me, which engineered and produced some of the tracks that night. He was there. His brother Mo Preem, Shakur, we was there. It was a blessing, man. It was a blessing.
It most definitely was. Like, in my eyes personally, out of all of Pac's records, that probably in my eyes was one of the best records in my eyes that Tupac actually put out. Like, and he put out all his albums are great, but in my eyes, in my particular opinion, Me Against the World always stood out to me in like such a nature, you know.
It was, yes, that's like a naturist. That was. It's like that album. He was speaking a lot. He was speaking a lot on that album. It was just not just that song, Outlaws. It was, you know, I See Death Around the Corner. You have a lot of tracks, and honestly, for me to be 11 and to have the knowledge and wisdom to understand and know what was going on at the time and the well-being, he's seen something in me lately that I didn't see in my soul. And that's what my bigger brother Mutron always told me, like, you know, and they always gravitated to me. They was called Drama Society back then, the Outlaws. I love them. Those my big brothers, man. I still kick it with them. We still contact and close, but I appreciate all of them because they showed me nothing but love, respect, loyalty. Honestly, it wasn't about what I had, what I didn't have. Those was my brothers, man.
And also, when you mentioned the other songs as well, like the one song that you could really feel his like inspiration, you could feel what he's saying was in It Ain't Easy, because around this time he knew he was going to prison, unfortunately, and that's that song. You could feel like his pain in it.
Right. It ain't easy. Being me, will I see the penitentiary or will I stay free? Honestly, that was one of my top fives too. Also, I still play that to this day when I'm getting myself ready. I play that album a lot, you know, and those one of my songs that I play, you know. And Shed So Many Tears, you know, it's a couple of songs on it, man, that you were just like, wow, that whole album, you know, you can really listen to that whole album, no skimming.
I'm old school, right? So I prefer having the disc copy than the digital, and I actually wore out 3 copies in my lifetime to the point the disc was clear. So.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I have to ask this, because there's a lot of speculation on the internet. There's a lot of questions. Since you brought up the Outlaws, I'm going to ask this question actually now rather than later. There's a lot of questions throughout the internet. Some fans say Tupac made you an official member of the Outlaws. Other fans say no. Could you give us the real story and squash that right here on Outlaw Radio?
Oh, yes. He made me a real, like I said earlier, yes, I am official Outlaw. The youngest, on the album, on the song, he said to the youngest thug, he said to the young thugs and the youngest thug of them all, my nigga Rah Rah, which is me. Yes, I am the youngest outlaw, official outlaw. And, like I said, he gave me that part. It was family orientated. It wasn't nothing about no side contracts and none. It was out of love, you know. And I appreciate that. Yes, I am. So for the fans who don't think I am, it's on y'all. But I know who I am.
And that's real talk. You know what I mean? I always was skepticating too personally, because it's one of those things where. But I always had that feeling, because you're in the song Outlaw. It's pretty justifiable that you're part of the Outlaws.
I'm not only on a song. I does the hook. I say, you know, we all does the hook. Me, Drama Saddle, our Jamaican man, you know, that does it too. That's on the O'Neal, a Jamaican friend. He be with Marky Mark still. You know, the actor Marky Mark producer. He hangs with him. That's who he deals with. You know, I'm on the background. You know, credits. I'm on the credits. Background vocals, Rah Rah. Look me up, R-A-H. I'm on the credits, you know, without getting any royalties from that. You know, I wish I was or wish I could be, but, you know, it's either there or there. That was out of love. I'm official outlaw, but I was signing any contract just like, you know, any others. There's a lot of people who didn't have to sign a contract to be officially down with that label. Yes, I'm officially an outlaw. Yes, that's my family. Yes. So thank you,
You heard it here, guys. Official Outlaw, Rah Rah, official. You heard it here on Outlaw Radio Live, guys. So I have to ask this: what's your fondest memory that you ever share with Tupac that you can remember?
Just when he was in Clinton, and he used to write me and call me every day, and had an outlaw speak to me. It was just a blessing for him to do that and keep in contact, make sure I was okay. And that was like, one of the best times and memories of my life, just to hear them and hear his voice when he's just, at his, what people would call maybe at your downest time, because you're in the caves and you can't come out. And the same token, he wasn't. He was regular. He was him. He still had that hype spirit that, I'll be away, everything's okay. And that was one of the best memorable moments to see that in someone, to know where he at and what's going on, and see him still have life and soul, to be happy about the situation and know he'll be okay from higher power. Yes.
And that's crazy, he was in prison, but he still had his spirit, A lot of places like that, they really crush you. That's the fact that he wouldn't let that institution crush his soul, man. That's inspiring.
Yes. And then after that, when he came home, got with Death Row, the contact got a little short. And then that's, a few years later after that, that's when he was lost, when we lost him. And that's like one of the worst things in life, besides losing my sister and stuff like that. But that's one of the worst things happening to me in life is, to get an experience with someone, they take him away from, the system, then come on, I hear from him, then I don't see him too much, and then, he just been taken away from violence. That kind of scorned me out, and I didn't do too much in the music game at first. I didn't take it serious no more. But right now, I'm just focusing on, this Vibe Studios that me and my family and friends have. Vibe Studio in New York City, 780 East 133rd. And we have artists, Cartel Management. I'm always an outlaw, but I have my family thing also, Cartel Management.
So I actually have to ask, I'm going to be talking about Cartel Management here in a few, but this is the last Tupac Outlaws question I have for you. Do you still hang out or talk with any of the Outlaws members? And if so, are you guys going to be putting in any work anytime soon?
Of course, I still, I kick it, DMs or calls with Mutar, Edie the Don. I still kick it with them. They tell me, whenever I want to see them, just let them know, whatever like that. And I fly out to them. But yes, I still keep in contact with Edie and Mutar. I haven't spoken to Mo Payne and Cashco in years. But I still keep in contact with Edie the Don and Mutar every now and then. They always send me love and respect and honor. Always.
So, last night you got me connected with a guy named CJ Parks, also known as CJP New York City rap star. How did you and CJ meet, and what's the story behind that?
That's years of friendship. Me and CJP, that's just years of friendship and familyship. That's actually like a relative to me. I know more of my life, and he's doing positive things. And I told him, hey, listen, I have my peoples on radio. You here doing something positive, and I see you doing your best to push your own self, promote yourself. So here, holla at my boy, and and hook up with my boy, so you get this interview and the world know who you are and hear greatness. That's what type of I am. That's how Tupac was. They would always. I'm always like that. I would always let someone know about something that's great for them, not only great for them, for myself also. And the people in this world. I want to do greatness and see greatness.
And we actually got him booked. I want to let you know that we actually booked him for December 11th as well. So we most definitely are going to chop it up with your boy CJ.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be right there next to him. You know how that go. So they could tune in again and hear my voice again with my boy CJP.
And that's what's up, guys. So make sure you guys tap in with that CJP and a special shout out from Rah Rah. Guys, stay tuned for that.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Cartel Management, you have your own company called Cartel Management. What services do you offer? How did that company come to be? And who do you have signed to your management?
No, actually, it's not my own company. It's my godbrother, Fetty Cartel, which I think you're following. He's actually the CEO of the company. Me, I'm just at the promotions right now, doing other things, and trying to investigate my A&R papers done and stuff like that, because I know greatness in music. But it came about us just, being in the studio, doing our own thing. My godbrother, which is the owner of the label, he's actually went to school for engineering, things of that nature, and he's been doing beats since we was young. And we always had music in us. Actually, the hot ones is actually vacant lot. I don't know if the world should know about Dane Grease. He's one of the best top underground producers in the world. He did the whole DMX first album, second album. He's always touching something with DMX. His name is Dane Grease Blackman. My fellow friends and I, which is all Cartel, we were signed to that label with Priority in 1999. And then, we kind of branched off from there, and we just started doing our own thing. And now we have our own studio called Bob Studio Cartel Management. We have artists, Don P. We have Ray Mula. We have a couple of artists and great engineers. And if anyone is in New York City, Bronx, New York, our studio is Bob Studio, 780 East 133rd Street in the Bronx, New York. And, we have the discount, 2 hours, $50. Great studio. You're going to feel like home, upstairs, downstairs, red light room, blue light room, whatever rooms you want, showers in the bathroom. It's just so beautiful. And look us up, actually. Y'all could look us up on Instagram at bobstudios.com, Instagram.com. And we just been striving from young to now, and we doing our best to make it. That's it.
And speaking of Vibe Studios, I have to ask this. Like you said, it's been a long time since you actually released music. Now that you're doing the whole Vibe Studio thing, whether you're behind the soundboard or in front of the soundboard, how does it feel being back in the studio?
Oh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. I'm in the making of doing some tracks right now, features and stuff like that. It's a blessing, and it's my home, actually, is something I'm a part of. So, it's a blessing. I'm about to see some success, really, with that. And it's just an honor for me in this world and God to put me in this world to do that, not just with myself, but my family and my friends. And I'm just happy I'm doing that right now. Cartel Management, Bob Studio. And we have a lot of artists, and we're going to make it. We're the next big thing. Everything we have is just greatness. Everything we doing is to 100% motivation and inspiration that we have. We're just doing it.
So, I have to ask this. What's next for Rah Rah, other than the features and the Cartel Management of Vibe Studios? Is there any hidden projects that you or anything you plan on working on that you want to let our audience know about?
Right now, I'm doing my best to work on a documentary of me as, knowing Tupac and my life of what I was doing and what I'm doing now. Yes, I am. I'm working on that project.
Is there an estimated release date for the documentary at all?
Oh, no, not right now, because we just in the making for the paperwork now to get it sealed, the deal signed and sealed. And once I know that, I'll do another interview with you and we'll let the world know.
I'm most certainly down with that. So this is the time in the interview there, Rah Rah, that I give the chance for the people that come on the show to give their thanks or shout-outs to people they want to give shout-outs to, and also their social media handles. That way people can follow you and your journey.
All right. Everyone can follow me at the Real Rah Rah 128 Cartel Management. I'd like to thank DJ Finn for hooking us up, Outlaw Radio. DJ Immortal, my boy. What's up, DJ Immortal? How you feeling, baby?
I'm doing good.
You know it. I'd like to thank God, definitely, for giving me this opportunity and giving me life. And so, still to this day, after years of them not knowing or hearing what's going on with Rah Rah, I'm still here, baby. I'm still making it happen. Y'all can look me up on anything, videos, Jim Jones. I'm here. I'm just me, baby. We gonna make it, and any featurings, hit me up, DM me. I'm here. I like to thank the whole cartel management, my mama, my sisters and brothers, my wife, my lady, my daughter, all the outlaws, Young Noble, Fatal, God, rest in peace, Fatal, oh my God, Gaddafi, Mutar, Either the Damo Queen, my brothers, the whole Outlaw Radio, DJ Immortal and his wife. I just get, and keep on going, all my friends and family, my Ticket Type of Time Entertainment people. I just keep on going, man, but I'm just happy and blessed. And I want to thank the world for listening, definitely, and the fans for listening, and all the fans in this world. Y'all can hit me up, DM me, or whatever, follow me on Instagram at the real Rah Rah 128. And I'm here. And I'm going to do another interview with you guys soon, real soon. Let y'all know that these more projects that I have coming up about this album I got cooking.
I am most definitely honored and grateful, and I do want to say I am most definitely, anytime you need an interview, you have the outlet here. Before I get you off the air, I want to say I think I can speak for a lot of the fans, but mainly I'm going to do this for the fans and myself, because it's how I feel right now. I want to say thank you so much for having a contribution in such an amazing rap record, Rah Rah. Me Against the World really impacted my life in more ways than one. So personally, I want to say thank you for being a part of such a record that impacted my life so much. So thank you, Rah Rah, for that.
You're welcome, man. And DJ Mortal, we here. It's Outlaws for Life. You know, you part of. Let's get it. I'm going to send interviews your way. You know, I'm going to send people that's up and coming out. I'll send a few people your way already. That's what I'm about. If there any artists out there that want to get signed to Cartel Management, y'all more than welcome to come home to us. We're definitely a high commodity. You're upcoming New York artist, New York label, our studio. We have our own studio. We have a label in our own studio. So if you get signed to us, you have a home of a studio to be in and everything. And just like I said, follow me on Instagram at the real Rah Rah 128. Thank you, people. And I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. God love y'all. And keep y'all head up.
Thank you so much, Rah Rah, for coming on Outlaw Radio Live. You have yourself an amazing night, and keep in touch, brother.
You know, brother. Inshallah. God bless.
God bless, brother.